All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our co-admissions showcase today. This afternoon from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we are welcoming UNC Chapel Hill to talk more about the C-STEP admission co-admission program that they have to offer. We do have a representative from UNC Chapel Hill here with us today who will be speaking about the program. But before that, I would like to introduce one of Wake Tech's academic advisors, Jenna Bogovich, and she will share her contact information. She's a great point of contact right here at our school, Wake Tech. So if you need any immediate assistance with the eligibility to be in this program, please feel free to reach out to her. So Jenna, I will let you take it away.
Thank you, Blair. Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a good day. My name is Jenna Bogovich. I am one of the academic advisors here at Wake Tech. I am specifically housed on the RTP campus if you're ever looking for me. My contact information is up here on the screen. You've got my email, my phone number. You're welcome to make appointments with me via advising.waketech.edu. A little bit about my role with the C-STEP program. I'm really here to help you just with any questions that you might have about the admissions process for the program. So if you just have general questions about if you qualify for admissions, or maybe you're working through that application and have some questions, or maybe you just have questions about your associate's degree here at Wake Tech, if you're in the right pathway, does it align with your intended major at Chapel Hill? Whatever those questions might be, I'm here to try to answer them for you. If you're accepted into the program, you'll actually have faculty advisors that you work with in the future. Not going to talk about that too much, though. I don't want to steal Miss Beth Ann's thunder. But please just know that I am here as a support and a resource for you. With that being said, I am going to hand everything over to Beth Ann.
Awesome. Thanks, Jenna. Yeah, hi, everyone. My name is Beth Ann Wilbur. I am the C-STEP program coordinator here at UNC. So yeah, I'm here to just give a brief presentation and then answer any questions that you all might have. So let me pull up my show. All right. So share. All right. Can everyone see that? We good?
Yes.
All right. One second. Cool. Okay. So nice to have you all here. So I'm just going to go over each slide kind of briefly and just make sure to hit all the main points. But yeah, we are the C-STEP program, Carolina Student Transfer Excellence Program. Just a little bit of background. So this is a super old picture of the old well. I'm sure all of you are very familiar with the old well, but UNC Chapel Hill didn't always have the reputation of being a transfer-friendly institution. UNC developed C-STEP with the help of the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation. We launched in 2006 with only a few schools, Wake Tech being one of them, and now we are in 14 different community colleges across North Carolina. So our aim is to identify cohorts of high-achieving, low to moderate income students, supporting them as they complete their associate's degree, and then helping them transfer to Carolina with the skills to excel. Almost 50% of C-STEP students are in the Carolina Covenant, which is our biggest financial aid package. It's a full ride to Carolina. So with that said, the other 50% are typically extremely happy with their financial aid packages. So if you're concerned at all about cost being a barrier to coming to Carolina, please feel free to ask questions about that. So for us, timing is key. So the earlier we can get to you in terms of C-STEP, the better, because of all the supports that are in place. So we do have to identify you either in high school, junior or senior year. You would apply that second semester of your senior year of high school. So that would really be now if you're a high school senior, or within your first year while at the community college if you are a full-time student. And I'll go over the specifics of that on our application slide. But essentially, you're selected through a completely holistic review of your application. from essays to grades to recommendations to everything else, extracurriculars, everything else. It all goes into the pot. And through C-STEP, you attend all kinds of events from social, cultural, academic, everything else to familiarize yourself with Carolina. And now that things with COVID are kind of easing up, we're starting to have events on Carolina's campus, and I'll go into that in a little while as well. So I guess the main central goal of C-STEP in general is to help you establish yourself and establish a belonging before you get to Carolina, so that once you actually do get there, you feel very at home and comfortable. Also, C-STEP has an 82% graduation rate, so students who come in via C-STEP are extremely successful. So this is just kind of a map of all the places that we are, all the community colleges that we serve within North Carolina. So as of now, we are all the way to the west and all the way to the east, which is very exciting. So here's the application part. We're currently in an application cycle right now. If you are a high school senior and you've already applied, you will definitely receive a decision by that May 1st deadline so that you'll be able to make a decision on what you might want to do for college. If you're a high school senior and you have not applied, we encourage you to do so by this Friday. And if you have questions, again, you can reach out to me and we'll try and get everything moving along. But essentially, the application's totally free. It's not in the Common App, it's on the UNC website. If you just Google really quick, UNC Chapel Hill C-STEP, it's the first link that comes up, go all the way to the bottom of the page and you'll find the application. So like I mentioned before, timing is key for us. So in order to be eligible, you have to have 1 full year of full-time college work left. So at the time of your application. So let's say you apply right now. By the end of this spring semester, you would need to have about 30 college credits or less in order to be eligible, because that would give you all of next year as a full-time Wake Tech student. And again, I'm happy to answer questions about that as well. You also have to be eligible for FAFSA. So that more so has to do with your US citizenship. Making sure that you either are a permanent resident, green card holder. There's a few other nuances within there, but essentially if you're a US citizen, you qualify there. So we ask for 2 short essays, extracurriculars, just a list. You can upload your resume, 2 letters of recommendation. Like it says there, you can pull them from your first year app, or if you've applied as a transfer, you just need to let me know. Test scores are 100% optional. And if you've taken AP or IB credits in the past and you know that they're going to count, we highly recommend those put down as well, because that would count towards the 30 college credits. So briefly, these are the types of supports that you would receive while at Wake Tech. So we have 3 full-time C-STEP advisors at the Wake Tech side, and then we have a few others that are just for STEM. So that's an incredible support resource for our C-STEP students just at Wake Tech. So they provide academic and holistic support advising throughout your time there. They would also help with your transition to Carolina, applying as a transfer, because you do still have to go through that process. They host social meetings, academic meetings. We from C-STEP at UNC visit twice a semester. Same with financial aid at UNC, same with academic advising at UNC. So by the time you do get to Carolina, you know these people, you know us, and so you'll know where to go if you ever need assistance. Then as you are coming to Carolina, like I touched on, you do have to go through that transfer application process, which can be kind of cumbersome. But with us, it's laid out very clearly. If you ever get tripped up with anything, you'll know who to go to. Like I mentioned before, about half of our students are eligible for the Carolina Covenant, which is a very robust financial aid package to our lowest income students. And then again, through me and through your advisors, you'll receive that holistic support. You'll be assigned C-STEP peer mentors The summer before you transition to Carolina, those are C-STEP students who are already at Carolina, who have been there for at least a year. And they're just like basically a more structured friend for when you get to Carolina, which is really helpful. And then upcoming this year, we're so excited to be hosting our orientation again in person. It's an overnight experience with all of the students who are coming in through C-STEP that semester from across the state. So you'll get to meet each other, stay overnight, share meals, do team building stuff. It's a lot of fun. We're very excited about it. And then after you get to Carolina, what happens then? So you have those 3 advisors at Wake Tech for C-STEP while you're there. Once you come to Carolina, you have 3 of us as well, me being your main contact for holistic support. We have monthly meetings that are more structured. We serve a really nice dinner at every one. We'll have game nights, we have movie nights, we have academic events, we have all different kinds of things in terms of career services and the research office, all of those kinds of things coming to you so you can have dinner and do all of that all at once. It's super fun. We also have a summer internship stipend. So if you find yourself in a place where you're like, there's this unpaid internship that I really want to do, but obviously unpaid internship is less than ideal, we can give you money to help with housing, everyday costs, all that kind of thing. So our GSK, so we received a over $1 million grant a few years ago that is targeted for all of our STEM students. It provides course and career preparation at the community college and at UNC Chapel Hill. So it's a collaboration between Wake Tech STEM faculty and UNC Chapel Hill advisors and faculty. It's an augmented advising experience for academic progress, course planning, guidance for career paths, med school, all of that good stuff. So, you know, life in STEM can be a little bit overwhelming. It's like, I really want to do research. I really want to get an internship. I want these experiences, but I don't know where to start. You might want to go to med school, but you don't know which med school or for what, or do I want to be a surgeon, or do I want to be a general doctor, or do I want to be a pediatrician? That's kind of where these things step in. So this is one of our students. She is from Alamance Community College, just west of here. And she was absolutely excellent. So you can read about her a little bit. Awesome. And then Morella is actually from Wake Tech, and she just recently graduated. She is currently spending a year in Spain as kind of a gap year between PA school. So that's exciting. And here is just our contact page. So that is our inbox. Technically, that is me. So if you email that, that's pretty much emailing me as well. And yeah, we're always available. That phone number, you can call it, but it's the main admissions line. So you'll reach some wonderful people, but it will not be me. So I think the fastest way to get a hold of C-STEP is by sending an email to the inbox. So I guess I could just open up for questions.
All right, Beth Ann, thank you so much for sharing that information. Just a reminder, everybody, at this time, you can drop your questions in the Q&A box, and it looks like we already have some coming in. And we will ask them for you. And just a reminder, please reach out to Beth Ann if you have questions, and also your friendly face here at Wake Tech, Jenna. And she'll stick around too if you've got any questions for her. And I will allow Anthony to take it away on reading our student questions.
Yes, thank you, Beth Ann. So I'm Anthony, academic advisor here on the Southern Wake campus here at Wake Tech. Mm-hmm. And I will be reading the questions and can answer them as I say them. So let's see. First question is, are you guaranteed your choice of major if you are accepted in the C-STEP program?
That's an excellent question that I did not touch on. Am I still sharing my screen? I'm so sorry if I am. Am I still sharing?
You're not. No, it's just
Okay,
you.
okay. I couldn't tell. So Carolina has 13 professional schools, school of business, nursing, public health, among many others. You would not be guaranteed a spot in those. You would be guaranteed a spot in our College of Arts and Sciences, which is where over 90% of our majors are located. If you wanted to go into one of the professional schools, which many of our students want to do, you would apply just like everybody else for transfer. And instead of having that assured admission to that program, you would apply with all other transfer students, all other students who are interested in that program. If you, let's say you apply to school business, it's incredibly competitive. Let's say you were denied or waitlisted, we would automatically just enroll you in the College of Arts and Sciences. So you wouldn't just get booted out completely. You would have that opportunity. So for many students who don't get into the school of business, they would choose economics instead, and we would help them on that path. You could also, in that case, you could also pursue a business minor. So that's still an incredible pairing of the econ plus the business minor. And it's just a little bit simpler and more straightforward to get into once you get to Carolina. So that's just one example. So professional schools, not guaranteed. College of Arts and Sciences, guaranteed.
All right, thank you. So next question is, does C-STEP also apply to current students at Wake Tech? Because I am a freshman at Wake Tech.
Yeah, absolutely. So as long as you have 30 credits or less by the end of the spring semester, you are still eligible. So if you are a freshman and you're taking full-time coursework right now, let's say you started in the fall, your last eligible semester would be this one right now. So I would suggest applying immediately, right now. I would not wait.
All right, let's give it time to see if we have any more questions. If not, I have some predetermined questions that sometimes students didn't have time to think about them, but I have them listed to get the ball rolling.
Sure.
Let's see, do we have a fourth one? Okay, so I will go ahead and ask the predetermined questions. So first is, when is the best time for a student to apply to your co-admissions program?
As soon as possible, the sooner the better, because we do have that 30 credit cap. So ideally, they would apply their senior year of high school. Some students come in with a decent amount of dual enrollment credit, but we would really like for students to spend 2 full years at Wake Tech with us after high school graduation. That is like the dream scenario, but otherwise, just as soon as possible.
Okay, great. Hold on, I lost my page here.
Anthony, it looks like we got a new one, just in case you didn't see that.
Oh, perfect. Let's see. Are there similar programs available for students with more than 30 credits? That's a great question.
I guess I would want to know how many credits you have. So C-STEP is the only one of its kind, to answer your question. If you had like 35 credits at the end of this semester, that would probably be fine, because technically you could take a full-time course load of like 12 credits per semester. And we would encourage you not to take summer courses to speed that along, but C-STEP is the only one of its kind at Carolina.
All right. And how does a student apply to the program?
Yeah, so the easiest way to do it, you could literally just Google UNC-C-STEP, and it's the first link that comes up. You click on that, go all the way to the bottom of the page, and it says apply here. And you just click that, and there you go.
Awesome. And do you have any advice to help students' applications stand out for this program?
Ooh, well, we're always looking for potential. So if there's anything in your transcripts, either at Wake Tech or in high school or otherwise, where you're like, well, I stumbled here and I didn't do as well as I wanted to for whatever reason. Of course, it has nothing to do with your academics or your ability. So make sure to put that somewhere in the application. And also don't discount yourself if that is the case. Don't just not apply because you're not sure if you're going to get in, especially because it's free to apply and you never know. But I guess write the best essays you can. They are very short. So just make sure that they're well written in terms of grammar and sentence structure and ideas. You know, we ask for extracurriculars. It is technically a small section, but do list everything. Or if you have a resume, it's easy to just upload it and just put it in there. But like I said, it's completely holistic. So we'll look at every single piece. The application is reviewed 3 times technically. So, and each time is about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll spend close to an hour on your application. So I guess besides what I've already said, just make sure to put your best foot forward because we'll look at every single thing.
All right, great, thank you. So once, actually, let me answer this one. Do you offer networking opportunities for students once admitted to the program? If so, what types of opportunities are offered?
Networking, I wonder if you mean in terms of Carolina or in terms of outside of Carolina, like companies and entities?
Yeah, like companies outside of Carolina.
Yes. So the main thing we do once you get to Carolina is we have someone within Career Services who works for C-STEP and 2 other grant-funded programs. So she's our liaison over there and she's incredible. So she's the one who will guide you on your way with all of the networking opportunities that happen at Carolina in general, which are extremely robust. So typically through her, once you get to Carolina, that's where you get all of the networking opportunities. While at Wake Tech, I know the advisors put on at least a couple of events per year. And I know Wake Tech has events every year as well. So another thing I can think of is in the past, we haven't been able to do them this past year, the year before that, but we've had experiences through Career Services, but technically just for C-STEP students. One specifically went to Lenovo, packed everybody into a bus and went to Lenovo for a afternoon-long experience on their RTP campus, which was super cool. That's one thing I can think of off the top of my head, but they used to, before COVID, had at least 3 or 4 of those kind of things every year.
Okay, great. And now here's a question from one of our students. Erin says, when is the application due?
It technically was due April 1st, but it's still open. So because I can ask follow-up questions, I'm wondering if this student is a high school senior or if they are currently at Wake Tech. That makes a difference. If they're a high school senior, they need to get it in by Friday in order to receive a decision by next Friday, because that's the last business day before that May 1 deadline. So we promised all high school seniors that we would get it to you, but we needed a little bit of time to review. So by Friday, no later. Otherwise, you will receive a decision later than that May 1 deadline. So for those Wake Tech students who are not high school seniors, that wouldn't necessarily make or break anything. So basically just as soon as possible.
Okay. And here's a question from us as well. Is there a cap on how many students you take in the program?
Valid question. So our general cap for all community college cohorts is about 50. So yes. So that would be 25 per cohort because there's 2 cohorts going on at each time. Currently, we have our fall 2022 cohort who are about to leave, and then our fall 2023, and we're currently building the fall 2024. So obviously 2022 is about to move to Carolina. So we'll be, but after this application cycle, it will go right back up again. And I will say that Wake Tech is our largest cohort.
All right, great. Okay, well, I have no other oh wait, it looks like we might get another one. Yep. Okay, so she said she was currently at Wake Tech.
Okay, yeah, just as soon as possible. I would still say like right now, apply right now if you're interested.
All right. Well, I have no other questions. I guess the floor is open again. I don't know if we're going to have any more questions from our students, but if not, I'll let Amanda Tucker or Blair Turpin conclude this event.
Yeah. All right, everyone. We'll just give it like another minute or two. If you have any lingering or last minute questions for either Beth Ann, any one of us, or Jenna, thank you so much for attending today. And we really want to thank Beth Ann for her time with us. If you have any friends or family or know anybody that is interested that could not attend the event, we did record it and we're going to work on getting this uploaded to our Wake Tech Advising YouTube channel. So you can go back if there was any information you missed or share it with anyone who's interested. So definitely look into that, and we are here to help. So if there's any more questions, we'll just give it another minute. And other than that, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Yes, and don't forget to complete our survey. Amanda just put it in the chat box for you all. That will just give us some good feedback about how you felt about the event. So please take the time to do that. And we have a student that says thank you. So.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
All right, well, I'm not seeing any more questions, so I hope everyone has a great day. Again, you can find this on the YouTube channel in about a week. Thank you so much to Jenna and Beth Ann, and I hope you all have a great day.
Yeah, have a good one. Thank you.